So before going into the upcoming sessions, so what we'll do now, so we'll just brush up the previous topics, whatever discussed. So what we discussed previously, we have discussed what is the versions of HTML. So how many versions of HTML is there? So what is mean by HTML? So then what is the difference between HTML to the previous versions with the current version? What is the advantages and disadvantages we got? So these are what we discussed in the previous session. So along with it, what we discussed, what is the basic structure of HTML? Okay, so what is the doc type we'll do here? So what is the language we'll do? What is the meta tag we'll do? These all we discussed in the previous session. So along with that, we have started with the tags. So we have already seen what is the importance of tags and attributes in the HTML. So tags, this is the structures of tags and this is the structure of attributes. So we already know what is the purpose of tags. So what is the tags will do? It will convert normal content into a web content. So what is the CSS attributes will do? Attributes will help us to add the additional features to that elements. And if you just purchase a car, we'll put the extra, like whatever we put, like shielding we put, bumper we'll put extra, some perfumes we'll put, everything to make it more beautiful and to make it more good. So in the same way here, to make a website more beautiful, I can't design directly by using a HTML. So I have to make it, some additional features need to be added. So to add that additional features only, attributes will be helping. Okay, don't get confused. So try to get a difference between what is meant by a tag, what is meant by a element, what is meant by attribute. So if you see here, what is meant by a tag here? In this line, what is meant by a tag? H1 and H2 are the tags. What is meant by element? The whole line will be called as one element. Okay, so only this will be called as tag, and remaining, if the whole line will be called as one element, so here this will be called as attribute. So a tag can have multiple attributes. Here style I'm using, somewhere I can use multiple attributes. I can put how many attributes I want, that many attributes I can use. Okay, so in attributes also there are again two types. One is with attribute name and attribute value, another one is with attribute name, property name, and property value. So we have seen the example also. Here, if you see directly, I given attribute name, character set, and I given UTF-8. So attribute name and attribute value. Okay, so attribute name and attribute value directly. So it is the first method of using attributes. So coming to the second method, attribute name, property name, and property value. You could use Kunde. So style is one of the attribute name. So border is the property name. So this value is the property value. Next, padding is the property. This is the property value. Next, margin is the property. Then this is the property value. So what making difference between one property to another property, how we are separating? Just by using this colon, semicolon. Each semicolon will separate one property to the another property. Got it? So that is the basic structure, how we will write a tag and how we will use the styles. Got it? So now I think in the previous session, we have discussed about text tags. Text tags in the sense, the tags that we'll use to write a text. Okay, so like for example, if you take a Flipkart website, so every time there will be some theory. Like if you see an image like on mobile, so below that there is a description, there is a price, there is something, different details will be there, right? So the complete thing is a text. So if you want to create a, so if you want to have any text to be in your web page, for that you will use the text tags. That is the first category of the tags. So I think we have last time discussed meta tags, void or unclosed tags, and text tags. So today we'll be discussing about the list tags. Okay, so basically what is meant by a list? Generally in your general life, what is meant by a list? Collection of data in a proper order or proper way, right? So if I have some groceries list, how I'll do? I'll write one here and one in the other place. No, right? I'll write in a proper way. So that is what a list will make. It will make it look more beautiful and it will make it look readable easily, right? So in the same way, if you want to create any list in the web pages, that means websites or apps, so that is where you will use this, which one? List tags. So under this list tags, you will get three types of lists are there. So one is the UL, nothing but unordered list type. Okay. So second one is the OL, ordered list type. So third one will be descriptive list, DL. Okay, DL, and under this you'll get like DT and DD, and you'll get list item, LI. Okay, so these are the tags that you'll get under these list items, list categories. So basically, how many types of lists are there? How many types of lists are there? Three. So what are the three? UL, unordered list, OL, ordered list, DL, descriptive list. These are the three list types. Got it? So now we will see how to write this list into a practically. So if you come here, so yeah, come on. Yeah, please, please. So now, just now I told how many types of list are there? Three types: unordered list, ordered list, and descriptive list. Okay. So now if you see how we will write this list tag. So let me take this folder. So it is just for designing purpose. What I'm doing. So this is what we discussed in the previous session. Okay, up to here, right? So today we'll be starting with list tags. Okay. So list tag. So if you say, as I told you, first one will be unordered list. So unordered list. So what is meant by this unordered list? Okay, basically, for example, I have a groceries list like. So if I want to start an unordered list, first I need to start with its parent tag. So unordered list parent tag is UL. So I started with UL. Is it visible to everyone? Okay. So unordered list starts with UL. So if it is starting with UL, what is the list will have? List items only, right? So a list will have different items. So here I'll give like LI, nothing but list item. Okay. Where is it? So LI is nothing but list items. So I'll give like some list items, milk. So I'll just duplicate this. Milk, sugar, water, coffee. I'll make one more, honey or green tea. Okay. So you just imagine this is what my one of the list I created with the sum of the list items. So if I go to the browser, so if I reload, so I got some list or not. So now I'll create a ordered list. Okay. So what is ordered list? How we'll create? So here for UL unordered list, parent is the UL. For ordered list, what will be the parent? OL will be the parent. So one thing you need to remember in HTML is whatever the tag you take, so maximum the tag name will start with the concept name only. So whatever the concept it is starting with, it will be starting with that key name only. Like if you take form concept, form will be starting tag, parent tag. If you take the image tag, img is a parent tag. If you take like list items, list, you will unordered list, UL, ordered list, OL, descriptive list, DL. Like that, each and every concept will start with their concept name itself, heading tags, H1, H2, like that. Okay. So now it will be ordered list. So let me give parent is OL. Order list also will have list items only, LI. So I'll give like step 1. So I just duplicated 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is what about second list item. So if I go to the browser and if I reload, I got a new item. So what is the difference between these two list items? So both are giving me a list, right? So what is the difference between unordered list and what is the difference between ordered list with?
Unordered list is coming with the bullets and the ordered list is coming by ordered steps by 1, 2, 3.
Steps by 1, 2, 3. So for example, what I'll do, I'll just make a small thing. You don't need to worry about what I'm writing now. So I'll just explain this later. What is this one I'm writing? Okay. So now if you see, now tell me what is the difference. Previously you said like one have a bullet point of dot, one have a numeric 1, 2, 3, 4. But now tell me what is the difference between these two? Is it visible? Now tell me what is the difference? So here, pardon? So here, so both will give you the same output. It's not about the bullet point you're using because bullet point can be changed. If I just inspect it, okay. So here, so I can give any bullet point to this one. Okay, both the list. You can see it is changing, right? So I can give any bullet point. It's not about a single bullet point. Now I can see I can even give the decimals. Okay. So, but what is the difference between an ordered list and unordered list is the way it will behave here. Okay. So for example, so if I give like this groceries item, milk, sugar, water, coffee, if I write in any way, is there any problem? I can write in the top, I can merge them anywhere I can write because it's a grocery item. However, I'm gonna get them in a at last. But you just imagine there is a process that like I told you to go from here to Martha BTM. So I told like first you go to the go to the bus stand, then you get into the 512D bus, then you get down at the water tank bus stand, and then you go back to the institute. These are the 4 steps I given. Just if you imagine, I merged the steps. Like just first step will be go to the institute. Second step will be get on the 512D bus. Third step will be get in the 512D bus. Fourth step will be go to the bus stand. Is there any reasonable order it is? No, there is no order here. So like that, if you just go with any stepwise, so wherever there is an order that we need to maintain, okay, there will be places like if you go with the steps, like stepwise, if you want to do something, I have to go step by step only. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Here it is an order. But coming to the groceries list, it is an order. So what is the difference between this ordered and unordered list is whenever you wanted to create a list, which is however it may be, you just want to create a list, but you don't want any order, even if it is no order also, no issues. But you want to create a list. In such situations, you will use the unordered list because you can write list in any way. But coming to the order, whenever you want to follow a proper items in an order wise, like one first item, LA, second, third, and you want to create in a proper order, in such case, you use this ordered list. So if you see a basic difference, so now if you see, so let me give decimal. So now if you see 1, 2, 3, 4 is the starting one, right? So now what I'll do for the UL, I'll give an attribute called start is equal to 21. Okay, sorry. 21 I given. So for the same ordered list, I given same attribute. Start is equal to attribute value will be 21. So now if you see the difference, if I reload here, if you see, is there any change in the ordered list? Because there is no order here. You can give anyway. But here, if you see, 21 I started, but it is going in the same way or not? 22, 23, 24, 25 in a ordered way. So that is the basic difference between a unordered list and a ordered list. Got it? So is it clear here? Anybody have any doubts? So anybody feel that we are going fast or anybody are not able to understand? Is it clear for anyone? Everyone? Sure. ఏమున్నా ఇక్కడే చెప్పేసండి ప్రాబ్లం లేదు మీకు అంతగా నాకు చెప్పేకి భయం అయితే అక్కడ వెళ్ళి చెప్పండి ఫాస్ట్గా వెళ్తున్నామా స్లోగా వెళ్తున్నామా ఏదైనా అర్థం కాకపోతే ఓకేనా మళ్ళా చెప్తాను ఓకే సో నెక్స్ట్ విల్ గో విత్ ద third list item, descriptive list. Okay, so this descriptive list where we'll use is whenever we wanted to create a list with some heading and a definition. Okay, so definition list also we can call it as descriptive or definition list. So how we'll create? So what is the parent tag here? DL, descriptive or definition list, DL. So next, here DT, nothing but descriptive title, DT. Okay, so let me give HTML. So I need to give some data to it, right? Descriptive data, DD. So I'll give like hypertext markup language. Okay, so next DT. I'll give like CSS. So next I'll give DD again. So cascading style sheet. So next I'll go with DT, like JS. So what will be the next? DD, Java script. Okay. So let me save it. So this is how I created. So now if you go with the output, just check it clearly. One DT, one DD. Okay, title and the description. So if I go output, see, here is the title and this is the description. If you make it more description, like I'll instead of this, I'll make it a small chain. So if you see, title is there and I have a data here. Is it clear? So this is how you will create a list by using this definition or descriptive list. Got it? So these are the three types of list that we have in the HTML. So anybody have any doubts? Clear? Okay. So this is what about the list tags. So next we'll go with the next category of tags. So what is the next category of tags? So next one will be table tags. Okay. So what is meant by tables? Generally, what is the purpose of tables in general life? Why we use tables? To segregate the data or to showcase the data in a proper format or to showcase the data in a particular pattern types. So that is what the tables will do. Simply to say, a clumsy data can be made into a beautiful data and a handful readable data by using these tables generally. Chinnappudu chesina in the childhood, if the teacher told to write the tables from 1 to 10, we'll put a scale and we'll write a line 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 2, 2, 10 into 1, 10. So tables rastunnam kada. Okay. So if someone tell to write a notebook, first thing we'll do is put a border on the left side. Take a scale, put a border. Okay, then we'll make a good border. If some heading is there, I'll make a table and I'll put. So what making here? So the table is making it more beautiful, the data. It's representing the clumsy data into a proper format, right? So here, same thing happens with the web page also. In the web page, for example, you have some registered data, like user is registered. So you need to show serial number, name, mail, password, something, vagera, vagera. Some extra fields will be there. So what you need to do, you need to add the data in a proper format to the readable way, right? So to convert that into a readable way, that is where I need to use this tables. So how I'll use the table? So what is the parent tag here? Table will be the parent tag. So in this table concept, we'll get these are the tags: table, T head for headings, TH for heading item. So TD for table data, TR for table row, T foot for table footer. So which we will not use at all. Okay. So now if you see, let us directly jump into and we'll do the create a table. Okay. So now so what is the concept? Table, right? Table tags. So table tags. Got it? So list tags is done. A text tags is done. Next one will be table tags. So now we will see how we will create a tables. So as I told you, always the concept will start with the parent tag, concept name only, right? So table I given. So next, every table, what is the first line will have? Table the first line ఏముంటుంది? ఒక టేబుల్ తీసుకుంటే ఫస్ట్ లైన్ ఏముంటుంది ఎప్పుడు కానీ? Heading only, right?
Section
Table heading. So every table will have a heading first in the line. So I'll go with the table head. T head is the one of the tags. So within this, I'll write the table headings. So however, in the list items, UL is the parent and list item we written here. T head is the table head, and we'll write the table head items by using TH. So TH. So let me give serial number. Next, duplicate. I'll write 4 fields. So next I'll give name. Next, okay, not date of birth. Let us go with the mail ID. Mail ID, not phone number. I'll go, yeah, okay, phone number. Not big one, like a single copy text. What we can give? Year of pass out. Okay, year of pass out. Okay, so this is what I taken. So if I go to the browser and check the output, see I got my headings or not? Serial number I got, name, mail ID, phone number, year of pass out. Okay. వద్దు నేను తర్వాత తింటా తినేసి నువ్వు తినేసి వద్దు 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 బాయ్ okay, give me a minute, I'll put it inside. Okay, so here if you see I created my headings. So once I create a heading, next what I need to do, I need to fill the data. A heading సంబంధించిన data అనేది నేను table లో fill చేయాలి అవునా. So now what I'll do, so I'll just go with the, so for headings T head, for data T body. T body is the parent. Okay, in the T head I'll put the headings, in the T body I'll put the data. So here I'll give TD. I have multiple like phone number, name, mail ID, serial number and all. So I'll give like a year of pass out 2019. So next I'll give like mail ID, like I'll give Manoj Kumar com. Okay, next I'll put like serial number 1. Next I'll put like phone number, right? Or else I'll put name Manoj Kumar. Okay, so next I'll put like, what else I missed? Phone number. Okay, 8978055697. Okay, so like this I have given the data. So now if you see, I got the data, but is it in a proper way? No, right? So if you order a biryani in one of the hotel, you'll sit in another hotel. No, right? You have to eat in the same hotel wherever you are ordered. So in the same way, whatever the heading you given in the heading part, order wise, the data should be given in the same order. Never forget this. Okay. So in sometimes in a hurry burry, what we'll do, we'll miss that order. So due to this, what happens? This is what happens. The data will be misplaced. Okay. So that's why always you have to put the data in the proper order, in the way how you take an order in the heading part. Got it? So now if you see, what is the first one? Serial number. So next, what is the second one? Name. So next, what is the third one? Mail ID. What is the fourth one? Phone number. Okay. So let me delete this unwanted space. Okay. So this is the proper order or not? Serial number. See, serial number, name, mail ID, phone number, and year of pass out. Okay. So I given like this. Okay. So if you see, this is what my particular order I got. So now I have a one more user. Okay, I want to add one more user here. So what I'll do, I'll add some data. I'll just duplicate it. So serial number will be, what is the serial number? 2, and I'll give like Krishna. So I'll give like Krishna. So next I'll give like some other number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So your password will be 2013. Okay. So now if you see what I need to, how I need to get this data, I need to get this data in a new line usually, right? So now if you see how it is coming, so that data is going in a same line. Okay, is it going in a proper way? కనపడట్లేదమ్మా, కనిపించట్లేదా? హైట్ అండ్ ఇష్యూ ఉందా? నువ్వు అటు సైడ్ షిఫ్ట్ అవ్వు. You better come. Is it visible for you people? కనిపిస్తుందా? Okay. So here if you see what happening, the data is going in a single line, but in a table is the data will be in a single line? No, right? Line by line I'll get my data, right? Usually. So here how we can make it is, so here we are not mentioning per row what is the data I need to show. So for that only I'll get one tag called tr, nothing but table row. So what is this table row will do is, it will tell what is the data should be there in each row. Okay, so if you see that is one row. Okay, first user data is in one row, second user data will be in another row. Okay, so two rows, two users. Okay, got it? So this is one user and this is one user. So but the whole thing will be in the t body only. Okay, so now if I reload, what I didn't save it. So now if you see what happened, so the data is coming in a two rows or not. So if I have it, if I want to duplicate this data, what I'll do, I'll create one, two tiers. So three, and I'll give like Gayatri. So yes, Gayatri. Some 2021. Okay. So next I'll give like K2. Sorry, serial number, right? 4. Then I have to give some name like Dorabuji. Dorabuji. What, you didn't see Dorabuji series in the childhood? I'm a big fan. Okay, so Dorabuji will be 0101010101. Dorabuji number. You wanna call, you can call. Okay, so it is from 1994. She is passing out every year. Okay, so 1994. So now if you see, if I reload, I got my 4 details like this. Okay, so I simply created my table. So now it is okay, the data is segregated properly. But if I want to make it more beautiful, like I need to segregate the data into more. So usually what we'll put lines, borders. So for putting that borders, so what we'll do, we'll use an attribute here. So for the parent table tag, I have an attribute called border. So border I'll give as 1. If I give as 1, so if you go to the browser, now if you see what happened, now is my data is looking more beautiful or not? Okay, so here, so I just made it into a borders. So as I given border as 1, what happening? So for table head also it is creating one border. For everything it is giving one border it is creating, right? So but I don't want like this. I want in the usual way how we draw single line border wise. I want like that. So how, what I'll do? So here I'll use one more attribute. So I'll take style attribute because I want to add additional features to it, styles. So style, then I'll use like, what is the property like border collapse. Border collapse. Collapse is the property value. Property name is border collapse and property value will be collapse. So if I go there and if I reload, so now if you see what happened, it became a single border table. Got it? So now if you see, this is how we'll simply create a table in the HTML. So if you see how I written in the HTML page, okay, so this is how I written, but how the data is converting in the output. So it is coming in a proper table format. Okay, so this is how I can create a table and I can arrange the data in a proper way. Got it? So next what I'll do, next for example, last two Gayatri and Dorobuji have the same name. Okay, so I don't want the serial number. I want the serial number to be same. Okay, because these two users are the same user. So that means I just have to merge this Gayatri with Dorobuji. Okay, so now what I need to do, I'll just go to the browser. Sorry, here. For example, I need to match these two like 3 and 4. That means third column, third row and fourth row, right? Which column? Columns and rows, you have idea, right? Columns in the sense, this one, columns. Rows and horizontal. Okay. Top to bottom will be columns. Horizontal, left to right will be rows. Okay. Don't forget this. Okay. Telikpane, but telescope, good to okay. Na? So here, how many columns are there? How many columns are there?
5.
Rows? It is a 5 into 5
Um,
table. 5 rows, 5 columns. Okay. So now tell me. So if I want to merge 3 and 4, what are the rows I need to merge? What is the rows I need to merge? If I want to merge like 3 and 4, I need to merge numbers. I need to make it as a single number. If I want to make that, I need to merge these 2 rows, right? Then what is the row number I need to merge? 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So fourth row and fifth one is the I need to match, right? So, but if you go with the T body, it will be third one. Okay, third and fourth one. Leave about the table head. So third and fourth row I need to match. So if I want to match, I have to start with the starting point only. Okay. So now if you see where what is I need to match? Which one? This one, right? So I need to show 3 only. So that means I don't want to show this fourth number here. So I'll just comment it. So if I remove it directly, what happens? So as there is no content, so usually table, how it will work? So for suppose 5 columns is there, data also should be 5 columns, but how many columns I have? Only 4. So that's what happened. One column came this side, name came this side, after that empty space, mail came this side, mobile number came this side. So like that, one by one column shifted to the left side. So right side became empty now. So if I want to make it as usual in the previous way, what I need to do? I need to merge these 3 with this column. These 2 rows I need to merge. So how I do? So whichever the row I need to start merging, I'll go there and I'll give row span. I need to merge rows only, right? So I'll give like row span is equal to how many I need to merge? 2, third and fourth. So save it. And if I go here and reload. So now if you see, third and fourth got merged or not? So due to this, now it is a single element now. This only this row got merged. So the remaining all and all in the same way or not? Got it. So now I just simply merge 2 rows. So first I need to check what is the row I need to start merging. Then I will write a row span pro attribute. Then I need to tell how many rows I need to merge. For example, if I want to merge from here to here, okay. So I'll do one thing. So I'll just remove it. So directly I'll go to the first one, first row, TD. Here I'll give like row span is equal to how many I need to merge now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll give 4. If I give it directly like this, if I save it, so what happened? So I added one more extra line here, column here. So automatically what happens? So 2 extra column here, 1 column added, serial number. So serial number will shift to the right, name will shift to the right, and then mail ID will shift to the right, phone number will shift to the right, and year of password also shifted right. Due to this, 1 extra column is created. Got it? So that's why the major rule you need to remember is whenever you are merging a columns or rows, anything you are merging. So at the time when you are merging, you have to make sure that whatever the rows or columns you are merging, remaining should be deleted. Okay. Only the starting column, wherever starting merging should be available. Like here, this is where I'm starting the merging. So second one I don't want. So I need to remove this. Third one also I don't want. I need to remove this. So I save it. Now if you see, so what happened? So the same first row is occupying all the 4 rows, right? So the data is showing in a proper way or not? So this is how you will merge the rows. Same way, if you want to merge the columns, you tell me what I'll do. So call span is the property. Okay, how you will merge? So for example, I want to merge these 2, name and mail ID, I need to merge. So how you will do that? Tell me. No, I need to go in the table body. How you will merge? Call span is the property. How I will merge? Tell me. First step, what I need to do? I need to merge this name and this mail ID into a single box. I'll tell you which one to be deleted. I don't want name here. Just mail ID is enough. So now, or else I want, I want only name. I don't want mail ID. Okay, that means this name field and mail field will have only name only, no mail ID. So how we will do that in the code? No issues. Tell me where I use the call span.
Below the rows.
So if you see here, I need to show only name, right? So I need to start there, right? Call span. So how many I need to match? If I give call span 2. So what is output? Is it got matched or not? Name and mail ID. But what happens here? I don't want mail, but I kept the mail in my data. Due to that, error of password is overflowing. So I need to delete this mail ID. Delete in the sense I commented. Commenting is also delete method. Delete only, no issues. Okay. So now if you reload, now if you see, so here name and mail ID is got merged or not? It is single name, and remaining columns will happen in the. So here rows are going in a proper way. Here columns are going in a proper way. Got it? So this is how rows and columns concept will be working. Is it clear? Anybody have any doubts? Any doubts, Naya? So this is how you'll create any table. Got it? So anybody have any doubts from starting to till now? Okay, clear. So just check once the complete code. Anybody have any doubts? Feel free to ask me. So anybody have any doubts? మీ ముగ్గురికి కొత్తగా వచ్చింది, మీరు ముగ్గురే కదా, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా? ఈరోజు జరిగిన కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏమన్నా అర్థం కాకుండా ఉందా? అర్థమైందా? రాయడం ఎలా అనేది కొద్దిగా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది, బట్ ఒకసారి వీడియోస్ చూడు, నీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ట్యాగ్ సింటాక్స్ ఏమైనా అర్థమైతే కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైంది కదా? ఓకేనా? ఓకే, యూ కెన్ డూ దట్స్ వాట్. We don't. Okay, I just create. Will not use much, but table foot also just like a table body. What I do, I will just take a t foot. Okay, sorry, t foot and a tag. Then they use a tr. Okay, tr తీసుకున్నామంటే td. Okay నా? సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తాం? 5 కదా, 5 కాలమ్స్ కదా. ఓకే, టేబుల్ ఫోటో క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. అర్థమైందా? ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది. ఓకే, సేమ్ యాజ్ అ టేబుల్ బాడీ ఉంది, బట్ విల్ నాట్ యూజ్ ఇట్ మచ్. దట్స్ వై ఐ స్కిప్డ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, క్లియర్?
It's always merging the tables, number of, first it's rows and then the number of the rows which we have to
Delete, including the heading. It's not about heading. No, here we are not seeing. Here, heading is completely different. Body is different. So if you want to merge these 4, I need to start from here only. Okay, table body. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting point. So once I started merging, I don't want the data in the other fields. So I'll delete the data in this rows. Okay. In the second rows, I'll delete the data. So that's why I'll not get overflow. Got it? So that's so I can merge. Columns also same. First column, second column, third, fourth, 5. Rows, first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. Got it? So that's how you need to merge and rows and column. Clear? So tomorrow we'll be discussing about multimedia tags and form tags and layouts. I'll try to discuss tomorrow. Okay. So your session will be by sharp 9:30. Okay, you have to be here 9:30 to 10:30. Clear? So anybody have any doubts? Okay. So online, who is that? Who is that? Online Bob. Suresh, do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Do you have any doubts, Suresh?
No, sir.
Okay, then, clear. Okay, then, you can leave. Thank you. So
Thank you,
this
sir.
I'll upload in the YouTube. You try to access this by you from the description. In the description, I given the YouTube link, right? In the same playlist, you will have this video.